And welcome back to another episode of Drawing with Jack, here with the Professor of Comedy, Aaron Cosbill. Welcome, Aaron Cosbill. Uh, as
Was
you,
the
as you can see, Jack is not here, but I imagine since he's generally here at these times, he will be. We also had another guest, Adam Lashak, who's supposed to be here with us tonight. Um, and we will see where he's at. He might have gotten his time zones mixed up. He seemed pretty excited about coming on. You don't remember Adam from the last time he was on, do you?
I was not here.
Okay, gotcha.
I so
There is
I
Jack.
didn't beat him at that point.
What up, Jack?
Yo,
Uh,
what's going on?
how are you?
I'm doing well. Sorry, I'm running a little behind because my roommates just got back from Scotland, so we were
Oh,
talking about.
awesome. I'm glad that
Oh,
they
cool.
good timing. And by a little behind, you mean like a minute. So yeah, you're you're good. You're
Well,
uh,
I have to still set up all my.
fair. We were just doing some catch up. Um, our guest tonight is Adam Lashak, who has been on before. The last time I think he was talking about math and getting addicted to crack. Um,
Cool,
after,
cool. Okay.
if you remember that story, they're running with a gang, and doing time for it. Um, Tonight he was pretty excited to talk about how he's recently become a sugar baby. Um, and
Sugar baby.
yeah, and the reason that he uh, missed the last time we met him. He said it's such an incredible story that it'll probably take up most the podcast and then extra into the after. So we shall see.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you got to be careful with sugar babies because you can get diabetes. I know firsthand.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
You gotta
I
be
will
careful with sugar
try not to.
babies because they'll
I'll try not
drain.
to ingest the sugar baby.
Right, right, exactly. They used to have a way less inappropriate name. Um, So now they're
A cub.
sugar babies. You didn't know this?
A cub.
Yeah, they used to have like a racial slur as their name.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, right. You didn't know that? Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's one like those old wives' tales. Or you know, the Maryland man said having his ribs removed. Logan Gifford coming on to the show. What's up, buddy? You're welcome to join if you'd like to. Also, you're welcome to hang out in the audience if you like. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
You guys all
Ah,
remember
yeah,
Logan
About
other
Gifford?
damn time.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Writer, producer, actor for Cox and Space, also working on the Christmas show. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out Christmas Adams. We have some rough cuts of Logan's work in Christmas Adam, along with, of course, Aaron's work from last year, and that Tracy person doing her Mrs. Claus.
Asbury, were you Santa in that?
that was
Yeah,
Santa. Yeah,
That was excellent work, brother. Fantastic stuff.
yeah, right. Like Santa is so fun. Uh,
they Caleb pitched my voice a bit deeper, and that really added some depth. Uh,
Oh, nice. Okay.
it does that, but also it's the character work, I believe. Like the pitching is something that makes like the Santa Claus sound more, but like Aaron's performance of this like very jolly spirit, ancient spirit, yeah, it's I get to listen to it often and it always warms my heart.
and yeah, I really love that show. And yeah,
Same,
and the
same.
song is.
Yeah,
Uh,
this song is fun. I reached out to the guys to see if they wanted to do some record some parts, so we might have a more diverse choir. But I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Logan's performance is like I did it last year, and I was fine. Like I did it, but there's little things about what Logan does we got in these recordings that like really are gonna sparkle when the whole thing comes together. They do in a rough cut, and then I think when like all the music comes in and everything. They're really going to show up. Um, if you guys have gotten to the end of the last scene, he like laughs about the fact that Santa's like so distraught over being a bad dad.
Yeah.
And it's a great take, Logan. Like it's such a great take. All right, maybe he's on mute and I'm not noticing. Oh my God.
He is on mute.
I'm so sorry. I was like, oh, all right. He's like download too slow. But yeah, no. The show sounds so much better than it did last year, even from the rough cuts. I'm very excited. I believe that I have somebody. Actually, the guy who's been doing the Fast Laps music, Wizard, the Wub Wizard. He also does scores, and he does scores like fairly quickly. Because he's really like he gets hyper fixated and just like cranks out music. So I believe he might be able to score it for us. So we might have an original score for this year, which is exciting.
Nice.
And then so we're just
Sorry about that, fellas. I had to move the operation to a different room.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I was complimenting your work for in the Christmas show and like there's so much charm to it. Getting drunk and mocking Santa Claus is another one of my favorite scenes, more favorite than it was before. Um, and
Thank
just-
you.
it just-
I'm glad I could bring that to life for you.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I was, the person that was chosen to do that. Thank you.
well,
Person that was chosen,
it's so
like
weird,
the golden child.
right? Well, like writing a thing, and like these characters exist on paper, and then playing the thing, being like, okay, that's cool, I did it. But then like you played a character that like existed, in my mind, and then on paper, and then he became, real somehow.
Super cool to think
Logan's a
about
good
that.
actor.
Just this thing that has existed well before even my joining the production has been made better by me. Once again, thank you. Just for the
yeah, right, of
opportunity
course.
to do that.
Yeah, like the Christmas show. And we have Kate who's in there too, and she just does a fantastic Darla, who you both love and empathize with and also kind of like hate. But like yeah.
I got to listen to the raw delivery when she did like a few takes of like each line, and she really could have been so much worse. But that's just to give credit to Kate as well. For just delivering the type of depth in that line, in each one of those lines. Honestly,
It was a hard pick for sure. You heard how many choices I had.
Right.
And yeah, she so to like bring together like because I wanted to hit like a combination of all those things. So it wasn't like I did just one take because I wanted her to be calm, but I also wanted her to be bitchy and like I also wanted her to be protective, and so yeah, I was really excited for the way that your guys' fight turned out. It's between like how she's like handling the idea of the situation and how like you like stepped up to like like you yelling at her. Oh man, gold.
thank you again.
Like it's just it's a fantastic like seeing the symphony come together is really really
See, and I mean, and I do have to give some credit to you too, because I don't think my performance would have been as good had you not been in the room. I'll be straight up with you.
Well, we had a lot of fun. Like we were just like messing around with like what it could mean, right? Especially because we had just heard all of like Kate's takes, and it was like, okay, so she gave us all these varieties, and so like that's the thing I was racking my brain with in that session, is because like I wasn't getting to play the character. But then like like what like angles if I was playing the character, what I could do with it. That was kind of what for me that session was. And then you just kept like it was the same thing with the ones I had from you. I was just like, well, I got that one, and then I've got this one too. And so I generally would take like pieces from both of them and put them together, and it would create this like really great take that you didn't quite do, but you did all the pieces for it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. So that's what I've been nerding out with, over for the last couple of weeks, and then for the next couple of weeks more because it'll come out. People can see it actually when this episode is coming out, probably something like right at the beginning of December. So look for it, listen for it. Christmas Adam, the remix, is coming again this Christmas season. No robot voices, so.
No robot voices.
Well, we only had me and Kazuya last year when we put it together. So I had used some AI to give us some of the female voices, and sometimes it worked. Like I think Aaron's Darla is really great, doing like a pitch and an audio shift. But like yeah, like my Mrs. Claus works in some, and in some sounds like really really bad.
Gotcha. Robotic, like.
Yeah, super like, yeah, it didn't know what to do with my voice or the sound of the recording.
Kind of like that.
Those elves definitely sounded robotic and it's a song.
Well, so the problem with the elves last year is that I only had one take of yours to do because we didn't have the song made yet. And so all the recordings I had of you had a different tempo or a different pitch to it, or like a different key, right? So I just pitch shift the same audio, and then it sounds so weird. So this year what I did is I just sang three different parts, and so like even though like they're like all keyed, they all have their own like character to it, right? And like timing, so they don't sound so like clashy. It would be great if I have like other voices though. Like it'd be really good if the Fallen Flat family comes together.
That's why I added you to their chat. I was like,
yeah, thanks for doing that.
Like if I add Caleb, then it'll get done.
There's just I saw that was the last question. It was like, hey, what's the deal with this? Like, what do you want to do? I was like, all right, guys, here's the thing. The things. Just sing along with this song, and I can use it. And hopefully that's it. The things. So. And it is funny. I was heartily amused to be the singer, the elf singer, because I'm Herbie in the first scene too. So like I am the voice of the elf. So like being the elf community. And then you can hear like one of the guys has this like attitude in the song where he is like not happy to be up and he isn't wanting to go back to work, but the song is about how they're not complaining. And so that was a fun bit to try to like get to come out in the song. You'll hear it. It's the guy with the lowest voice. He's like struggling, and then he like gets himself together and you know does the Santa thing. Anyway, if you guys want to sing, also you can sing, and I can put your voices in as the elf chorus. Anyway.
I don't think I can sing.
The thing about this is that you don't have to. You just have to like hit like a tempo, because it's like a little sing-song verse. Yeah, I was worried about it too, and then it's like 2 lines. I'm excited if there's like the singers who are part of this group chat with them. Like if they decide to hit like harmonies and stuff like that, it would be funny. It's way over the top for the song itself, but it would be fun. Aaron, that song is so cheesy. It's so fun because it's so cheesy. Like it's gonna be a classic. It'll be like playing, and people will be like, if they don't know the context, they'll be like, "What is this song?" Right? And then they'll see it, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, it's everything it's supposed to be."
Yeah.
Drunk Santa busts in, and the drunken magic of Christmas starts playing all around him.
Drunk Santa bussin'?
He loves that bussy, so he's bussin'.
He's bussin'.
Yeah, haha, 6'7", kids.
It ain't nothing but
Santa
6'7".
bussin', kids.
6 7 6 7.
He's bussing for. What is he
Straight,
bussing for?
straight bussin'.
No, he bussing for something. He's got to be bussing for something. What is
Oh
he
really?
bussing?
Oh yeah. What is Santa bussin' for?
Yeah. Like, I mean, to something. You know, like, is he gooning? Is he just straight up gooning, or is he like?
He's a gooner, bro.
Dude, Santa Claus is a gooner. Why are we doing this to ourselves?
Listen,
Welcome back to another
nothing-
Cocky Space podcast, ladies and
Right.
gentlemen.
yeah.
Logan's
not-
like, yeah,
nothing-
remember why I stayed away. This is where these conversations get.
Yeah.
No, I love
bunch
it.
of- y'all bunch of sick fucks.
Nothing is out of limits when Santa's concerned. He's
Right,
he's a
yeah.
freak.
So I've been writing this story about a zoo, or it's based around a zoo. And for
Uh-huh.
some reason I keep typing the word Zune. And so I've been making a joke, right, like it's gooning at the zoo. And I was like, oh god, like why? Why the image though, right?
You guys were
was
zooning
just
all
that-
2026.
We're Zooning, yeah. It's
Yeah.
become so common that they just have a nickname for it. Bro, we Zooning this afternoon? We all meeting up and Zooning?
Yeah, we zooning the boy named Goo.
We're gonna...
Gotta zoom the
so...
boy named Goo.
You know
Sorry.
how Santa be with his own Christmas, petting Zune. I'm sorry, I had to try.
He said I had to try. No, please try. Keep trying. I want us to try.
It was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it.
I think his suit has the right inks on it there. I think his suit looks right.
Yeah, I think so. Right? It's just the coloring. These was the yellow, like whatever those crotch lines are.
I mean, exactly. The crotch lines are going to be like that's how he zips in and whatnot. So he's got the leg zipped onto the onesie.
This is great because we've already taken care of our live action actor when the movies are made. Is that they have a quick access. One of the things that I forget which Batman passed it down to the other Batmans afterward. Maybe it was George Clooney to Christian Bale or something like that. He's like, make sure in the contract you get that they have to put a zipper in so you can get out of the bat suit so you can go to the bathroom. Because generally because they have the ability to make it as like one solid piece you squeeze into,
Right.
and it's not like easy to get out of. So the option is like
Yeah.
just peeing on yourself and walking around in it all day.
Dude, imagine
Peeing on
pooping a
yourself.
rubber suit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that
I
would
mean-
be
Gross.
yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure some of the Batmans that have been filmed have had hot, steamy ones.
Oh,
Yeah, floating up the back of their cowl.
yeah. You guys are gonna have to
crazy.
forgive me. I've been cleaning up after dogs the last few days, so it's been like, poop, a lot of poop. Because one of them is just like, when he has separation anxiety, he just poops.
Is it the Chihuahua?
It's a-
Still doing that?
It's like a Chihuahua
going on.
Spaniel mix.
And it's
yeah.
all over the place too, right? Like he's kind of like up in the bathroom, around the house.
Well,
here
he's
and
going
there.
in and out of he's going in and out of rooms and stuff. Yeah.
Pooping up a storm.
There's some
Yeah, that's the
poop
thing
things
with
happening
dogs.
there.
Yeah, is that it's a lot of poop. You're like almost constantly dealing with poop.
It's a lot of poop.
Yeah. When I was working with dogs, it was the same way. It was like we had to have a strategy to deal with all the poop you were scooping, because it was like
Yeah.
garbage cans every day.
Right.
What did they end up doing with the poop?
At one
They
point,
scooped it.
yeah,
I
we,
bet they scooped it.
we scooped it. We were throwing it away. They were trying to like keep the cost down, so we dug some pits and had it dissolve into the groundwater of Chicago, which worked until the wintertime where it froze solid. And so, as far as I know, they have like a cement pad over the top of this, like just a pit, like a shit pit.
Chip hit.
Yeah, shit pit. One day it'll break down, probably. Um, so, yeah, but then they
So
just.
upset by the fact that dog shit can freeze solid. I mean, I guess it's just because I I don't live in a place that regularly gets that cold.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Chicago,
So it's
yeah,
like
Chicago gets cold, yeah.
yeah.
so it's like the idea of frozen dog shit, fucking poopsicles is
Yeah, and this pit is
Yeah.
six
that's
feet
crazy.
deep. We dug a pit that was 6 feet deep, probably like 4 feet wide. Um, to like, and then
Wow.
it was a pretty good solution to like it was dissolving fairly quickly. Um,
No.
we had something in it that was like breaking down the solid, and so it was becoming liquid and then leaching into the ground. Um, but yeah, no, that was when it was frozen. It was done for. So yeah, dogs and babies pooping all the time.
Pooping all the time. Pooping all the time. Hey, pooping all the time. Sorry. I told you, I'm in a weird place with food because I've been cleaning up so much. I'm in a weird place with food.
Speaking of babies, Logan, do you have any big announcements for us since you're newly married?
No, dude.
That was not the question I meant to ask you. Actually, what I meant to ask you was like, are you guys ever planning to have kids?
I mean,
I'm so sorry to have presented it that way. I am retarded. I mean, I'm so sorry. Also, I'm not very smart in all the ways that I say things.
I guess I'll try to be as tactful as
I,
possible
I've
in
just
saying
totally
that we
blown that
haven't been
both times.
preventing it.
Okay.
If
Okay.
it happens, it happens.
Nice. Okay, gotcha. So like there is the opportunity that there's gonna be some new Giffords joining the clan.
Perhaps.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, you're right. You're like, if it happens, it happens. But that's awesome, man. I can see you guys both being really great parents.
I would be so fucking scared.
It's yeah, it'd be scary and super weird. But then but like I was thinking between the three of us who are here, it's most likely to be you. So. Okay, that didn't make the conversation weird at all. That's awesome. I'm so glad that I'm not only done make a faux pas in starting the topic, also in any sort of transition. Um, I mean, like, I feel like I'm probably past my prime unless I like find someone who like I can stepdad to, find kids to stepdad to, or something like that. But um, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be the dad who stepped out.
And some other dad just ready to punch me, you know. Dude, that's such a great bit. I just think it's so funny. Like, I would love to see the show live, just to see like the interaction in that scene. Yeah, because everybody's being just so like, you know how people are on Christmas, where they've like kind of settled in, the food and the alcohol is going, and they're all just kind of being dicks to each other.
Yeah.
This happens in every place except for Aaron's house. I'm guessing.
I'm guessing.
What about Aaron's house? Sorry,
Uh,
I just got back to the conversation.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh, well, cool. This is a good time to join it. How the holidays are way more stressed than they should be because it involves getting together with your family generally, who when they relax, they stop being nice.
Oh, I see my family all the time, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean my
what I'm saying.
parents and sister, anyways, not the rest of my family. So.
But yeah, like that. So, and that's what for the Christmas show. That's what I enjoy about it is everyone's like they're kind of in that relaxed state where they're just like saying stuff that's mildly offensive.
Do you
Off
see
the
him
top.
all the time?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah, there's some great
All the
pictures
time.
up now where with him petting Pepper and Pepper curling up on his belly.
Yeah.
You should turn that into a T-shirt, Aaron. You should sell that at one of your shows. Just a T-shirt of that.
Me and Pepper.
If you need me to just get that like off the background, so it's just that image into a template that you can put on a T-shirt, and then compose the
Yeah.
things that makes that a T-shirt, Yeah, you could have a QR code you could sell from your shows.
Dude, make it look like a No Limit album cover.
You show me the album cover, I'm sure between Jack and I we could figure it out.
Oh,
I'm
so
sure.
you've never seen it. Jack knew immediately. Jack knows what I'm talking about, but you.
I mean,
don't think I've
it
ever
depends
seen-
on which No Limit. I mean, here, let's just look up No Limit album and we'll see what comes up. Because
Okay.
look at this guy.
No, it's like
Yeah.
you'll recognize the aesthetic as soon as you see it.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is like that's like what I think of when I think of No Limit. I mean, this is like
last time.
latter day No Limit with that.
Okay,
but,
I know
like,
exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah, I didn't know
This is-
that's
this
what
is-
the
yeah.
album called.
No. See how this is-
legendary.
So see how this is like
awesome.
this is like a sunset with a museum interior, with him over it with a cigar, and then like just a hand with a fake. It's just like layers on layers on layers on layers, and that's what the No Limit look is.
That's
It's just like
But you
insane.
I
also-
got it. Yeah.
You always have the name across the top in diamonds. It would just have
Yeah.
Aaron Cosmiel across the top.
Sunset over gangsters, over tank dogs,
Cathedral.
over a house,
Yeah.
a mansion at night,
Mansion, yeah. that's
over squad cars, over Snoop behind or with a light behind him, over beware of the dogs.
the thought choice too, bro.
I mean,
Both of
it's
those.
just like
Fuck
it's so
yeah.
simple. It's so simple. I mean, it's so simple. The No Limit crank out. I mean, it's just like, oh yeah, I'll just take a picture of your hands, and then I'll have them glowing orange, and then I'll put everybody in your hands, and then I'll just put you behind that, and then I'll put a bunch of that like diamond studded, metal studded shit behind that, and then I'll put some guns behind that.
Toward the end of it, they were making the shit look like movie posters.
mean-
Damn dog.
Design is their passion, but it was the '90s, so design could be their passion.
Right. Actually, they've migrated to thumbnails now.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to turn Pepper into a No Limit album unless Aaron wanted me to turn him or them.
I just feel like
Into
it
a
would be
No
so
Limit.
funny, like given the knowledge of what a No Limit album typically is, and
Right,
then the
right.
subject matter of his comedy, just like the juxtaposition of the two would be hilarious.
That,
But it's also like a really funny aesthetic to have.
that is super funny. Just have him,
For the Regals and them Cadillacs. I'm sorry.
like him in the center,
Yeah, it's like
but like with that glow behind his
Pepper's
head,
not-
and like two peppers coming off to the side, left and right. And in the background is like a fun house, like an inflatable fun house.
with little guns,
Yeah.
little guns.
Yeah, and like, but the guns are kazoos.
I mean,
Yes,
like-
I was just about to say, like, the guns are actually kazoos.
They're just kazoos.
They're just like kazoos with gun handles on them.
There's a,
Like a gun handle that you can
in
just
the
hold up and
background, you
do-
can see a beach.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
This is gonna be sick.
That's
Sonic
what-
weapons.
yeah. A cool. Yeah, and then if you look real close on Aaron Coswell's face, there's like 3 tear tattoos.
What tattoos?
He has
Teardrop tattoos.
teardrop tattoos on the
Oh,
corner of his
yeah.
face. Yeah, like come out of
But
his
he
eyes.
killed them. But he killed them with laughter.
Yeah, he killed
didn't-
him with kindness. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Those are the life
exactly.
sacrifice with kindness. Yeah.
They laugh so
He
hard.
still
they
gets the
fucking
tear
die.
tattoo.
He
though.
still
Like,
got the
he
tear
still
tattoo.
gets the
He's
tear
like, he
tattoo.
kills a kill, motherfucker.
Still
He
counts.
kills his kill.
Even their Cosmo still counts.
It's like, oh no, shit, he killed him with kindness. Oh shit, respect.
Ah, shit,
Yeah.
shit, respect.
Sit down.
Respect.
We got it.
Yeah, right.
We got to tag you.
Real gangster, no bullets, no hands, just kindness.
Yeah,
Just kindness,
Kill them
You
with
know
bro.
about that.
Kill him with that kindness.
respect. Sit down. We got to tag you.
So, and he not only did it once, but 3 times. So,
Yeah, get respected, idiot.
Like, yeah, get
Get
respect.
respected, idiot.
Get fucking loved.
Fucking goody two shoes.
Get
Get respected.
loved. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
dude.
If you,
Get
if you,
admired for your progress, bitch ass.
get mobbed with
Yeah, sit
that
the
joy,
fuck down.
bro.
That's awesome.
Get loved. I don't have ops. I only have friends.
So yeah, it's the Aaron Cosbill hour with Aaron comedy um, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, but I do like the idea of this motif change. Aaron, what do you think about your upcoming tour being something like Straight Gangster? What's the math? Um, you know, there's like
Word up to the fifth power, yo. Cosine.
yeah, there you go.
Dude, that would literally be the funniest name for a comedy special, or just Straight Gangster.
Right,
Because you're like being straight edge.
right,
Yeah.
straight
so
edge
good.
gangster.
Yeah, just-
Holy fuck.
I'm straight edge like a ruler.
But still gangster, known in these streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stunning work.
I mean, that would be a choice. That would be a choice for sure. I don't know. Like how hard you would have to sell it. Would have to be it'd have to be amazing to not like get you attacked by somebody.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I don't want to be attacked.
And I don't
I
really know.
don't
Like
wanna be
I think somebody might
Don't
start
want to be attacked.
to attack you and it'd be like, nah.
I mean,
You know-
maybe they would have respect. Maybe they would
Yeah.
have respect. I don't.
Like, and that's what
I don't
happened.
know.
Actually, that's where you got.
I don't know
that's where you got the
gangsters.
3 tattoos from. Is that initially they came to attack him, but the kindness was so overpowering that that's what ended up in killing them. So
Yeah.
I think if they came after Aaron, they would see the tattoos and they'd
Oh
be like,
yeah,
damn.
yeah. If you actually did kill gangsters with kindness, then yeah, you could talk. Then you could. That show would make sense then. Yeah, you would be able to for sure have that show. Like
What about
somebody
looking-
that's been to jail would be like, oh wait, that's the guy that killed him with kindness. Oh shit!
with
No,
kindness?
go
What
ahead,
would that
go
look
ahead.
like, though? You know, like he just runs up on you, like, give me your wallet, and Cosmo just gives him his keys and goes, take my car, with like the evilest look in his eyes, and then the dude's head just explodes.
Right. He's,
Oh shit,
It's a
you're him!
Ford
Ah!
Jesus.
Oh shit, you're him!
right. Like,
That would be hilarious.
yeah. The concept is so foreign it just like seizes up the person's brain.
Right? They just like have an aneurysm that's so
They're like,
violent that
you
they're
can't
fucking,
can't give me something during a robbery. This is a robbery where I take from you. It's just like,
Exactly.
It creates like a feedback loop and just like whoa 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 boosh.
And I'd imagine Cosmo just has like this evil look on his face while he does it, like he knows exactly what he's doing.
Of course I do.
He's the master of this dark art.
I don't curse
Yeah.
with words.
With words. Only with my actions and
Oh my
spells.
god. He's actually
I'm saying, dude, no
wizard.
wordless spells, just action. He just hands you his car keys and your fucking head explodes.
So I used to work at Kroger, and I noticed that they sell D&D spells. They sell fireballs.
Ah.
Shit.
Little ones. One-time use only.
One-time use only.
Yeah.
So that's all you need
Yeah.
to impact an area.
I did think also of a one-time use spell.
What's that?
I'm developing a Renfest costume here, where I'm gonna be like a chaos wizard.
Oh, right. Nice. That was
Are you
So
really?
that should have been the question that
everybody
I
wants
asked
to run
you.
around. Everybody wants to run around like tungsten balls. Haha. No. What a rudimentary spell, young wizard. Let me teach you something.
I want tongues and balls. Wait, what? What are we talking
This is called singularities.
Oh.
Singularity's nuts.
Yeah.
Exactly. Both of your balls are now black holes. It kills everyone.
Oh my god.
Ow!
Talk
Both
about
of
a
them?
single use. Yes, talk about a single use spell.
Right. What's the radius on that black hole like? What does it pull into it when both of their nuts are black holes?
I mean, dude, the pull radius of a black hole that small would probably be like a mile or so,
Whoa.
and would only
Yeah.
would only get bigger. I don't know. I don't know the math behind it, but it would
Okay.
be it would be immediately destructive to at least like
Yeah, the other ball.
like
Yeah. Well, immediate area, and then
Yeah,
so
those
many
two balls are
things.
colliding.
Everything would just implode on itself. That's cool. Also, does it take into account the exact number of testicles that the person has, or is it always two? You know, because some
this
people
is
have
an
three.
excellent question.
Some people,
My
and,
God.
and also, can it biologically differentiate between ovaries and testicles? Is it just like location
Yeah,
in the
so
body? Okay.
there's not a female variation of the spell yet.
Yeah, you're expecting a lot of like discretion from like a force of nature.
I'm just
Like,
wondering, are you
Right,
fucking with
you know, like-
magic? Oh, but it's a force of nature. You're
Once
like a
these-
druid. Okay, cool. I'm with you.
Right, you're like, once these balls are black holes, I don't control them anymore. They're just
Yeah,
black
yeah,
holes.
Your
exactly.
balls, your problem, bro.
Like, that's why it's like, it's super destructive and awful to use.
Right.
Yeah,
And
it's a little
This is
irresponsible, actually.
Yeah, this is like mutually assured destruction. You
okay,
know, like,
that was the
oh,
question I was
okay.
going to ask: is how far away are you casting them from? But obviously, mutually assured destruction says we both go into the black hole of your nuts,
Oh, you're
Right.
nuts.
nutted, unnutted.
Because I do not imagine escaping that, like,
Yeah,
you know, like if
denutted.
I'm
Yeah.
casting that within, like, you know, at least like a battle distance, you know, like even like 40 or 50 yards. I don't imagine
Um,
escaping.
How does that give you an advantage?
It does.
Like,
The best way to
It
win is
doesn't.
to not play. The best way to win is to not play, Caleb.
I mean, never. That's called never play.
right? Yeah, fair.
How about a nice game of chess?
My balls on your chest. Something.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
gonna
That
balls to
didn't-
your forehead in
That
my
didn't.
turn.
Yeah, I was trying to. I don't know how it's gonna work out.
Wow, these conversations evolve really quickly, guys.
Yeah.
Just wild.
And now they're over.
So your original suggestion was tungsten balls. I guess the idea is someone just drops because they're so heavy.
Right, like that's like the popular like funny thing that had gone around for a while. And I was like, "Ha, with your tungsten balls.
Right.
What if
fair.
your balls were singularities?"
Damn.
Now not only are they infinitely small, but they are also infinitely dense. Fuck you.
Right. Like just imagine the person like folding up on themselves into one little point.
Yeah.
And then
Just
everything being pulled towards that point, so fast. Yeah.
It'd be terrifying.
Yeah. It would be.
That would be a horrible thing to witness. Yes.
So, if you could make it like a
don't-
microscopic singularity, like, you know, very like a subatomic, you know what I mean? Like where it's like very, very small. So it's only hitting like the localized area. Say arm's reach on either side. Then it would be a very, very useful spell of attack.
Yeah.
Because then it's just
But
like
the thing is that, but gravity just doesn't work that way.
really
That's the
so.
fucked up part about that spell.
Oh, because you can make it like, and that's the thing about any singularity is like it is very small, and so just like it would have to crumble everything into it. I just imagine all you would see the last thing would be the shock, and then it would just everything would be crushed
Yes.
or stretched infinitely where there is no time, something like that.
The
Well, no,
getification is
there
a
would
real
be-
thing.
There would be time. There's always time.
Well,
where
I'm
there's
sorry.
space.
Where time is meaningless because it's being distorted for such a long length of it.
Yeah, it's distorted so
seconds.
badly. Time and space actually switch roles.
This
So
you
that's
say,
why. Yeah, like
I'm-
it takes an infinite amount of time to reach the singularity. That the amount of time it takes to reach a singularity becomes infinite,
uh,
and and like the physical space that you need to cross becomes like a like an event. It's hard to explain. Like in
Also,
because it's like
essentially, from past the event horizon of a black hole, kind of like you said, time and space switch. So you would essentially freeze, while if you could see out of the black hole, you would essentially watch the heat death of the universe happen within a few minutes.
Oh wow. Okay, gotcha. So
yeah.
you're being stretched into that black hole through that black hole until the universe
Correct.
ends. Um, Gotcha. And
Well,
so and
yeah.
that's why it feels like it's like and that's what the thing I was kind of getting like time is meaningless in that the second of torture that you're in is gonna last infinitely. And then after that second, if it ever did end, there will be another one of infinite length to stretch you. Like this should just be point of view inside of the thing being torn apart. Uh,
In
so
this case, being my poor victim's testicles.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And then everything else is being pulled into that because they're so close to it, astronomically speaking.
Astronomically speaking.
Well, right? Because normally black holes.
Astronomically
Like I,
speaking.
I have so much chaos energy that I could summon like one like world-ending event, but I never choose to do it. Is kind of like my bit.
You just kind of sit on it, being like, you know what? I could turn your nuts into black holes, but
But I'm
today
not gonna do it
I'm getting
because
wasted.
right, I'm coming in day
Turn your
drinking at the
nuts
Lens
into
Fair.
black
Right? Yeah, exactly.
holes.
This is what I'm gonna do instead, guy.
I mean, oh God, guys, if people in Louisiana need an excuse to day drink, they'll fucking find it.
They will. Yeah,
Um,
it's
oh God,
culturally. They will.
the Renfest is a lot of fun because they encourage day drinking.
And
Right, and it's in Louisiana where it's already it's already a plant for most
Right, yeah, you're already
reasons.
kind of like here. You're like, okay, what can we do in Louisiana besides like drink in public?
Right. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, exactly. It's any event you can find a reason to do it, which I do appreciate about Louisianans. They are ready to party and throw down. So
At any occasion.
any occasion, I do think it's because there's always the idea, and I mean this is also tied up with hurricane parties, right? Like the idea that all this can be gone in a few minutes, or at any time, so we celebrate now. Um,
Right.
and like yeah, you gotta
Hur-
appreciate that.
Hurricane parties seem so foreign to people, and I'm glad you brought them up because they probably do seem foreign to these two gentlemen.
I'd never heard of them before, but they
I've
make a
never
lot of
heard of them
sense.
before. They do make a lot of sense, though.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them before. We don't have tornado parties in the Midwest.
No, yeah, because
I
it's
can't
not.
imagine. You don't have enough time for that.
No, there would not be enough time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Ain't
really the
nobody
same
got
amount of
time for that.
waiting. 'Cause the thing with hurricanes down here is that the power can be knocked out, and you can be without power for a week. Um, I think we're out of power for like 12 days one time. Um, and there's not a
It's a long
whole
time.
lot, and that's the whole town, right? There's not a whole lot you can do. There's not a Burger King open, uh, because they don't have any power. Uh, so people were just barbecuing, um, and hanging out. Like there wasn't.
Yeah.
Right, like all their meat that they had was going bad in their fridge, so they're like, "Fuck, we gotta cook all this shit."
Yeah,
So they cook it, and then they're just like, "Hey, we have food," and people will just give out food
yeah,
and stuff. Like it's when you actually have a sense of community, shit like that'll happen.
yeah.
For sure.
Hurricane parties.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
that's what I
hurricane parties
was.
typically happen beforehand.
And then there's waiting for it to happen too. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
that would
like
make
you,
sense. Yeah,
yeah,
is it
like you
gonna
get,
come show up or isn't it?
yeah, you get drunk and then you ride the hurricane out.
And it does. Yeah, it's like wild.
Yeah. Any
Oh,
excuse to have a second line, we'll do it.
yeah. Every excuse to have a second line. Second line, of course, is a parade, but a parade being composed of more than 8 people 12 people.
I don't know if there's an etiquette for a second line. I think you can have,
Maybe
4 or
it's more
5
than
people.
3. No, there's a minimum quantity of people that makes a second line. Let me look it up real quick. Because I looked it up one
Yeah.
time because someone told me they're like, oh yeah, you can just do it. Like you just have to, And I was like, no way. They're like, yeah, it's city ordinance. You can just get permission to march between these streets. You just tell them what time, and the police will give you an
Yeah.
escort.
And then like if it's big enough too, like you don't have to pay anything, I don't think.
Really?
Or it's something like if it's big enough, you have to pay them something or something. I think if it's more than like 100 people, you have to start like paying police officers to be there.
That makes sense. Like, I mean, at that point, you have a very large gathering. And those
Right.
they're not only rowdy, but that's a lot of people.
Right.
Um,
It's
A lot
all
of drunk, a lot of drunk MFs.
well, and one
Mhm.
thing you have to watch out for when you have large groups of people is people getting crushed if something goes wrong. Um,
Yeah, the
there,
Travis Scott concert, right?
there you go. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's an example of like not having like the exits in the right place so that people can do it, and then not having too many people in one place. There's kind of like a tipping point where humans will crush in on each other. Um, and yeah, there was one major incident in the 2000s where they really started paying attention. They had the largest gathering of people that anyone had ever known of before, and they didn't plan for it. And people were getting cooked by the heat of the human bodies, like in a mass of people. Um,
Damn.
yeah,
That's crazy. That would suck
it's
to
pretty
get
gnarly.
cooked.
Yeah. Uh,
I don't know, dude. Every time I think about the Travis Scott concert, I just think about how awful it would be to get trampled to death by and just like the last thing I hear is like, I get those goosebumps every time.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I'd be so mad, bro.
So,
I mean, for some people, they died happy, but I can see how that wouldn't be your
I would
jam.
not want to get trampled to death, even if I was listening to, like the most beautiful, like
Right?
church
Yeah, like it
choir.
could be. Right?
Fair.
Yeah, like it could be the best music in the world. Like getting trampled to death would suck,
Just
but it's just the fact that
Yeah.
it
the
was
greatest
too.
song in the world. No, just a tribute.
This is just a tribute.
Aaron, would you be okay with getting trampled to death at a Weird Al concert?
No, no, but then again, I'm like one of the most against my own death people that I've ever met.
That's
You're
Uh,
fair.
so
That's fair.
selfish.
I mean, as one
uh,
should be. I don't feel like you should be for your
No.
own
No,
death.
he's the
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
but like
he's the
I'm,
most against it.
it would be an odd competition to win, even because it's like you'd have to like go like most people don't want to like they have natural instincts to not want to die. Like you'd have to
sure,
like
but they want to die eventually. Like you ask them, like, do you want to live until the heat death of the universe? And they'll say no, and I'm like, I
you want to
do.
live trillions of years. You want to live hundreds of trillions of years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
Dude, you want to live hundreds of years?
he's no hundreds of trillions of years.
Hundreds of
He's the
trillions.
most against it. Yeah, I'm hoping to have just enjoy life and then have an early death and get out of here and join the ether as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think that you could make it even 100,000 years before you gave up on that cause. Like
really?
it would be.
challenge accepted.
Bet. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Both
I
cracked
can't
the
wait to
same
show my
joke.
ancestors the name.
Yeah. It would not take long to get sick of the world.
Yeah, dude.
Well, in your opinion, that's Aaron, why do you think you wouldn't get sick of the world?
Because it's always changing and there's always new people and new experiences. Like if you had all the time in the universe, you could do it all and
You
then
don't-
some.
You don't think those experiences would start to overlap by like, lifetime 6 or 7?
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to do, yeah, some experiences overlap, but if you're going for like joy and spreading joy, it never gets old.
Interesting.
Like if your goal isn't
optimistic.
like if all you wanted was say inner peace, then you'd get bored. But if your goal was to make all creation a better place, then there finally might be enough time to do it.
Finally.
You don't think that you would get disillusioned at any point, or that it would seem like it was not mattering how many places you brought happiness and peace to?
I mean, I think I might get disillusioned for a century, and then like just to experience disillusionment, and be like, well, disillusionment was okay for a little bit. I'm gonna go back to doing other things though.
I think everybody would have their Lestat eating a rat period, you know, like where you just have been alive for so long that you're, you know, you're just like, I don't know, you're stuck, or things just don't seem worth it. I
don't know. Worth it is such an internal
exactly
internal thing.
You don't think you would change enough at some point, but that internal switch.
Oh no, that part of me has stayed the same since forever. So I don't expect that to change.
Interesting.
Like that's a core part of who I am is the desire to make other people happy.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's fair, right? Like if then there's always more people. Your goal becomes endless, but also small goals that you can accomplish.
Yeah, and little fun project for myself. Right. Like as long as you're creating, then you're adding to the universe.
Yeah, that's for me. If I knew that I was gonna stay like the age that I am right now, right? Like my body would no longer be aging, kind of like the vampire thing, right? Like frozen.
Yeah.
And I suddenly found out that I was gonna live forever. Um, at first I might be like, dang, but then it takes all the pressure off because you're like, okay, I don't have like decades to try to figure this out. I could put some investments in, try to figure out how the stock market works. I can like begin to make long-term relationships with like people's fathers and grandfathers and stuff like that. I can begin to shape and influence societies. Where it's like one of the things about investing in this life is like why remodel a hotel room? Because we're only going to be here for eight decades, and then that's it. We'll have a few good ones right in the middle. That's what you get.
And it's sort of like going from short form to long form improv. Like you don't know that you can do a 20-minute scene until you have the time to do it. And so you don't know that you can interact with people for 100,000 years until you have the time to do it.
Right, and I'm in support of that. Like if I was forced to be in that position, I think I would be like, all right, cool, let's do this, make the best of it. I think after like 1,000 years, I'd be like, okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this. I see how, the effects I did in the first 100 years, how they came out in the last 900. But yeah, no. So for me, yeah, like for being a human from our perspective, I believe it's the easiest perspective is to be a nihilist because we have such a short time here, and the hope of a long, super long life like kind of changes all that, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I'm surprised more people aren't nihilists as humans.
They probably are. They just don't know it.
Right. Well, I think yeah. Jack, that's a good point. They're probably throwing themselves into things that they have to believe in right now, so they don't notice the time passing so quickly. Right. That we're just flies, basically. Right. Who live for a short day in the season, and that's it in the scope of the breadth of the universe, or even life on this planet.
or they believe in something that ultimately amounts to probably nothing, and or they devote nothing to what they may or may not believe in, and so it may as well like mean nothing. So they actually, don't understand what it means to believe in something like to a essentialist point, like to say that it's like a part of them, or to say that it's like your I don't know, like I don't know, like instinct or nature, like just like the way that most people will like I don't know, like shove a kid or an old person out of the way to like get out of the way of a bus instead of like jumping in the way, like like it's I don't know, like I think a lot of people don't. I mean, it's like they believe in things that are comfortable, and their parents tell them that there's a God, and these are the rules that they expect you to follow. Because usually we're not like tested like too terribly when it comes to like following those rules. Not saying that I've been tested at all in following those rules, but it's like when you have the capability of I don't know, like extending your life at the expense of somebody else, or like I don't know, like making some kind of choice between I don't know, like yourself and like someone else. Like it's I think a lot of people don't really know what they would do, like especially the choice between extending your own life and like helping someone else. Like I think most people do make the choice of fucking over other people to extend their own life or just to make their own situation better, and say they're Christian.
Or whatever religion. Um,
Yeah.
because
I think probably my faith would probably help with eternal life.
What faith? What do you mean?
Oh, I'm a Christian. Like I
Okay.
believe in God and stuff. I'm not, like the whole MAGA thing got me away from going to churches, and also COVID. Uh,
Right.
and
fair enough.
I'm church hopping recently just to get sort of because I miss any kind of like theological or philosophical like discussion,
Fair.
or
Yeah,
something I
that's
could
fair.
hear and be like, do I believe in that? What he's saying? Nah, a little bit. Like, uh, like I went to church and the pastor was sort of bashing Adam for eating of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. I was like,
Okay.
yeah, there's the evil part, but also there's the good part.
You wanted knowledge of
And
good, yeah.
yet, like, hope, love, and I'm pretty sure God doesn't invent forgiveness until that happens. That's the whole start of the human story. And,
Well,
like,
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, so has anybody heard of aphantasia?
Is
the
this the
Disney film?
ability to see things in your mind?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Well, yeah, it's the inability.
Ability. Yeah, inability.
The ability is just called
Oh,
phantasia
okay.
or
Right. Right.
something like that. There's like
With
hyperphantasia
Mickey!
too, where you can't like help it, right? Well, I was about to look it up. Sorry. Anyway, I was listening to something today where like um, people didn't know that this was like a thing until recently. Like it had been theorized by someone who had done like some very like early like psychological testing back in like the late 1800s,
Uh-huh.
and he realized that some people had trouble forming images in their mind, but
Right.
it wasn't really like studied further. And it has only been recently, like 2015, where like they started giving true thought to like this idea where like yeah, like some people they don't have a visual imagination. Like they can't form there are no forms in their mind. Like it's like some different kind of understanding. And
Right.
this is like blows my mind to think about, but it's just like yeah, like
So I'm saying, like,
That
you can't spin a cow in your mind.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know.
there's a
No,
whole
they
bunch of
can't
other
see anything.
senses. There's a whole bunch of other senses
They
in your
can't
mind.
even see the cow, let alone spin it. They
Like
can't.
there's
They can't
the,
even see it.
the playing music in your brain intentionally, or like tasting tastes in your brain.
Yeah.
The like replaying conversations. But yeah, the visual one is one of them. There's probably more that I'm just not thinking of right now. But
Yeah.
yeah, that same, yeah, quantification probably is one of them where they can visualize that. But yeah, that's I know for you as a visual person, and Logan probably as well, the spinning of a cow, yeah, is not a thing everybody can do. It's like a type of color
Right.
blindness, but it's not. But
Well,
it's similar in that you would never know until you do know.
I mean, but just think about how different it must be to try to convey the idea of empathy to a person that has no, like, they literally can't in their mind see something from someone else's perspective. They literally can't do that. They can't close their eyes and imagine in their eyes what something looks like from your perspective, and then
Right.
what it must feel like behind those eyes. This is like trying to translate that feeling. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, I just, so this is the thing that like gets at me when you talk about like people having these, like, I don't know, like religious experiences, and it's just like, like, how do we translate between yours and mine? Because how do I even know that you? Oh, it's just like, it's wild. It's wild to think about, just trying to get across the different lived experiences that everybody has. Because yeah, like some people can't visualize things, like you said, can't imagine tastes. Like I can have a whole like fucking other universe experience in my mind. Like I can taste shit, smell shit, hear shit. Like I just imagining somebody that has one of those missing. It's just like, I don't know. And then, like, yeah, like their ideas of empathy and suffering and sympathy and, like another person's experience, that's all that, like, gets into their, mind. And you expect them to, I don't know, like, care? I don't know. It's just like, yeah.
That is awesome. I'm gonna take a moment just to be like, hey, this is Drawing with Jack. Those are the thoughts of Jack. This is a Cox and Space behind the scenes podcast as we're working on the drawings of the Cox and Space. If you want to find out more about what we're doing, you can go to coxandspace.com. Check it out. That's coxinspace.com. Get connected with our Discord, and you can come hang out with us up here. Get connected with our Facebook and tell Aaron the stuff that you're interested in, and we can talk about that on the show about all the interesting things that make your life interesting. And then also get connected with our Patreon and help us get the show out to you faster with all the verve that you would want. I'm here with so many of the great friends, actually the producers of the show, Aaron Cosbill, Logan Gifford, myself, and here with Jack Haynes, our illustrator, what you could call the core team of Cox and Space. So this is a grand gathering. If you want to find out more, you can go check that out. Cox and Space Contacts has all of our socials up there, and get us checked out. So that's good for us. Thank you so much to all of our new subscribers who've been coming on. We're glad that you're here, and we're excited to keep giving you more entertainment. So back to the show. Jack, do you want to continue on the same thoughts? Do you have further thoughts, or Aaron, do you have some response to what Jack just shared?
My only further thought
No, sorry.
is Pepper. That's the
That's
only
true.
further
Let's
thought.
get back to that. Let's get back to the real
Except
necessary.
No.
Yeah.
Hypno cat. Sorry. No.
So that's the right. I think you're saying, how can you? What's the shared experience of spirituality? I think was like the basis of the topic. Yeah, that's right. There's some
Sorry, I'm
Earth
looking.
program right there. Yeah, because it was one
Yeah,
of the
no,
ones
I'm
we were
looking
looking at the other
for.
day.
Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this page. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's crazy to think about. That, like, because they were saying that people that have aphantasia or whatever it is, they're like usually scientists or people that are in like some kind of position where you have to be sort of like cold and calculated, and then like people that have hyperphantasia are like artists, and that is what you would expect. But it's like also the people like that are that have hyperphantasias, like they can't like take any kind of like suffering of other people, like like they're very careful about like anything that they watch. Like they can't watch anything where like people are being hurt because they like feel it, and they're like it's too much
because
for them. Like,
they're
it
seeing from their point of
overstimulates.
view. Gotcha.
Yeah. And they're usually very progressive and liberal too, because it's like they don't want any, like they're like feeling other people's suffering. And then people with like aphantasia are usually conservative because they have like this like numbness to like outside stimuli where it doesn't like get in and make any kind of impact on the data set. You see what I'm saying?
That's interesting. I hadn't connected visual internal being able to spin cows in your brain to the ability to see things from other people's perspective. But you're saying literally what you're doing when you're empathizing with somebody is putting yourself in their shoes from their perspective, seeing from their eyes.
Well,
And
it's like
that would be what you consider like a common experience. And then obviously
it's like
hyperphantasia is just that to the maximum.
yeah, it's like being able to translate sensations, and that's like happening in your mind. So it's like you're taking on information of like what it's like to see, taste, touch, feel. I mean, seeing is just one part of it, and like not having the seeing part. I mean, think about how basic sight is, where it's like most visual things, or like most things when it comes to like the mind, like most theories of the mind are based on an inner theater, because we think of things. I mean, like light is like the way that we have learned how to interact with the world. Like most of what happens that we think about and like measure happens on the electromagnetic spectrum, which is literally light just being reflected off of things. You know how they say we don't really actually ever see anything? We just see the wavelengths of light reflected back off of the thing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
really all we see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of the primary ways that we interact with the world, I would say, is like the visual spectrum. And to not have that in your inner theater, where it's like, I feel like other things are lacking. I'm sorry. Like I'm just gonna. That's my working theory.
That's again, I think it's interesting. I'm not disagreeing with you because especially when you're like, that the group of people who has the hyperphagia is more empathic, more in touch with their emotions and in touch with the emotions of others. Like that's really interesting that would be the case. And then I can see how that happened. And being a person who has a very low like ability to see things in my brain, I can also see how that's like me personally. Where like I can see to a certain extent how like other people see things, but it's hard for me to like empathize and like vice versa, right? Is because like there's things that I'm thinking about that are like different. That's all. That's all I could really say about that. But yeah, like it's strange, right? Like one of the things, like as a writer, you think that like I would be visualizing the world, but the facts are like as a writer, I kind of have to say it out loud and then put it down, so I have some sort of context as to what's happening. Um, so like I don't. I'll share like the events in a script the same way, like when Aaron and I are writing the same way. Like I'll be like, what if these guys were doing these things, but it's just like just as if I was hearing a story from somebody else, but like not actually seeing the events for myself.
No. Yeah, I don't know, man. A lot of my brain processing power goes in. Like sometimes I'm just daydreaming, and like it's like a movie's running in my head. Like I'm
Right.
seeing. And I just think about it sometimes. I'm just like, how how much food went into creating that little fantasy that I just had running like to my brain right
That's
now.
wild. Yeah, see, I'll replay things like I hear music like constantly on a loop. Like
Yeah,
if there's not something else going on, I'm constantly hearing music or like soundtracks of movies or like, bits of dialogue and stuff or like, conversations that are replaying and stuff like that. So like if you're having a visual memory to that extent, I could totally see that. Because like it's almost to the point of being like a hallucination, right? Like you're like, yep, there's a whole thing going on inside my head, which is not
right.
any of the events,
Yeah. It's not to like that extent,
Bye,
but it is like
Logan.
pretty. It is like pretty like severe. I would say, and I mean it's not pretty severe, but it's like pretty. It's like all the way up there for like what the average or like the normal brain would do, I would say, because it's like, I mean, I feel like I'm fully on sometimes when I'm like really thinking about something. I'm like
Right.
fully there. I'm imagining little details and stuff like that, but it's not ever overwhelming. Whereas like people with like hyperphantasia, it's like it's overwhelming. Like they're like made to feel, see, touch, taste. I mean, like they feel the pain. Like that's like something that I do kind of empathize with. Like I don't really like watching like torture porn style like horror movies like
Okay.
Hostel or Saw,
Right,
because
right.
it's like I feel, yeah, like that the pain is like very, it's like I feel it, like I feel
Yeah.
something, like
Yeah,
it's too much for me.
that's wild. Yeah,
That-
all I'm seeing is special effects when I'm watching those
Yeah,
movies. Like even though it's been like, okay, cool camera angle. Look at the lighting they did. I can't believe that they did that with like, is that plastic guts or is it like cow intestines, do you think? Like
yeah.
that's literally like that when I'm watching those movies. Aaron, you had some thoughts?
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I like had to stop watching the first episode of Breaking Bad
No, juice.
because it was like just too dark for me.
Gotcha.
uh,
See,
Can,
Breaking
can
Bad I can deal with. Like that's not too much. So
Aaron,
maybe you
can
have
you
it to
spin a
like a greater
cow?
extent.
what?
Can you spin a cow in your brain?
I
Who, me?
maybe not. I
Can
don't
you
know.
can you envision a cow?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right, like
It's
one that's
not like something I really have to concentrate to like see the
Gotcha.
cow and then spin him.
okay, but you can see a
Um,
cow.
kind of. I think that's what I'm doing.
See, yeah, that's kind of the camp that I'm in too. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a
If
yeah, like the images are like real hazy. Um,
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
can, like, if you can see a cow in your mind, especially if I can say, okay, like, PlayStation original cow versus, like, uh, Wallace and Gromit cow. Like, when I say those things, like, I can see immediately, like, if I say
Oh, I
like
could see Wallace and
PlayStation
Gromit
cow,
for sure.
yeah,
that's
or like if
interesting.
I say claymation cow, I can see a cow with like claymation, like dimples and dapples all over them and like
That's
stuff like that.
wild.
Like I can see that in my mind immediately. Like I don't have to. It's like I don't have to like it just is there.
Yeah, see,
Um,
that's what I'm
and
saying, like the distinction. Yeah, like when it's definitely like as I'm trying to think of those things, I'm like it's like popping up and then it fades, it pops up and
Yeah, it's
fades.
a flash
Yeah, like I
of
got a
like a
flash of what those things like, and not any
yeah,
detail worth talking about for sure. I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
no detail worth talking about
Yeah,
for sure.
seriously. I'm like my brain's like, nah, we're
I
not.
mean, see,
I
that's the
could
thing.
be a
Is like,
cow, but I couldn't paint you a picture.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
well,
I
I
could
mean,
I could play a
it's
cow on
yeah.
stage. I could do a cow voice.
See, I don't
Yeah.
think I'm like more special than anyone. I mean, maybe there is something in my mind that I can see that other people can't, but
Well, there's like a bunch of
it's like,
spectrums, right? Like there's like a
yeah,
wheel of spectrums where like the human brain, like basically you have the ability to put so much brain activity towards certain things, and so there's this fluctuation of where that stuff goes. Is how I see it. Now there's some injured brains and there's some that don't fire well, so obviously that's going to be excluded. But in like an average functioning brain, yeah. So like I think in this, yeah, like it's cool how your visual cortex is like working so well. And I think it's cool that we can notice those distinctions too,
Yeah,
and how like I think in 2015 is basically because of the internet is something you could say. There's been so many people just talking about it on places like Tumblr, being like, "Wait, what the fuck? You can't imagine an apple?" You know, and a bunch of people being like, "No, you can." Same thing with the ant pheromone
yeah.
thing. Like finding out that some people smell ants,
That's crazy.
or
And
that
I immediately, again, like I immediately in my mind am like in smell mode, thinking like, what does an ant smell like? And
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm having all kinds of like smell tingles in my nose. Like,
Uh,
does an ant smell like funky? Does an ant smell clean? Does an ant smell chemically? Does an ant smell like the forest? Does an ant smell? Yeah, like all of that immediately just rushing through me. I don't have to call it up. I don't have to ask. I don't have to
right.
concentrate. It
That's it.
just comes
Yeah,
rushing
yeah.
into me. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, two types of neurodivergence, right? Like some of it is like just the total crackling of electricity, like an overwhelming amount of
Yeah.
information. Uh, or again, the spectrum of spectrums. Um, but yeah, so yeah, that's I would guess kind of like the forest would be my guess, but I have no idea. Maybe someone
Yeah.
said almonds. Um,
I'm gonna say, yeah, like nuts, metal, and the forest.
okay, those are the top three that could smell like.
Yeah.
And
Nuts, metal, and the forest.
the people who like taste cilantro, they taste soap. Um,
Hmm.
like
Cilantro tastes amazing. I love
yeah,
the taste of cilantro.
yeah, I would be missing out. No, they say that ants they have a citronella smell.
Okay. Citronella.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that I mean, it would have to. Yeah, since this was how you'd smell them, or with sense is how you. Yeah, there you
Nice.
go.
That was a good one. That was a very Aaron
That was very
Cox.
good. I really like that.
When that opportunity arises. Um, so. But yeah, so I think that it's been really cool that the internet has allowed us to humans just to talk about what it's like to be human and have these conversations. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this stuff came from the heart of, say, either Tumblr or Reddit, because there's such an amassing of people from all over the world talking about, different habits and behaviors.
Well, I think we are kind of learning in America, at least right now, that like the rest of the world is pretty awesome and has like a lot of like exceptionalism to like. I think for like the longest time, like you're seeing it in sports right now, where it's like you have people from other parts of the world that are playing in American leagues, um, showing just like how fucking off the chain they are. Like Wembayama in the NBA, he's like dominating right now. There's like a lot of rookies that are dominating in football too this year. I think it's football, or maybe that is basketball. I don't know. Anyway, one of the sports has like a lot of rookies dominating, and I think it's kind of a special year, but it's also there's a lot of talent from around the world out there showing up and proving just how great people from all around the world are. All the cultures produce great people.
Yeah, and I think that we are seeing that more and more, just with the videos that are coming through. The talent we're seeing from all over the world, different styles of inspiration, different like types of food. It might be the reason that we're seeing such this like very like nationalist reaction in America right now is probably because of the internet. There's this fear that like if we're not American, then what are we? Um, and so that might be why there's this like people are like just like standing so hard because I think we are really seeing that as humans it's more like humans fuck yeah than anything else.
Right. Exactly.
um,
They we have to be about each other's best interest, and that means all over the world, not just nations.
Yeah, exactly, because we all live here, and what we do is going to affect all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stress actually
Yeah, sorry.
probably just gonna be hard to take a look at that. What's all that?
I mean, what? Sorry.
I just really saw the shield, the egg shield.
How do you mean? Like, you hadn't seen a close up of it?
Yeah,
Nice.
I hadn't seen a clip of it,
Yeah.
so I thought it was funny.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. Again, just all these things. They were ideas, and they're becoming things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm been working to get the animatics for the first couple of pages moving, so that we can see them um, in the next couple of months. I'm hoping to be able to see some pages, the first and second page done uh, by like Christmas.
That's wrong. That's ambitious.
Well, at this point, it's really just putting together some stuff that has already happened. And again, it's not the animation, it's an animatic, which is more like what I posted in the Cox and Space, the Flicking with Skip, where there was like your um, motion with your images, Jack, where they just I've detached the people from the background and then am moving them with the sound effects, and so we have something to like get some music and sound effects with.
Gotcha.
When I said sound effects before, I
Just
meant
check that
dialogue. It's just a little clip so far, but it lets us see what can be with what we're
Gotcha.
seeing with the characters. The one that I'm working on right now is him running down the hallway. Um, which it's going to be fun because it's just him basically shrinking as he gets further away from the camera. Then I want to do like a Zolly shot with it too, so that the background is expanding as he's running,
Gotcha.
just to be like extra dramatic. Um, Hopefully I can do it subtly with all the art that.
I can't wait to see it. I would love to see a dolly shot of something like based on my artwork.
Yeah, well, so it can be done, like especially with the way that you set up that long hallway shot. Like it has the lines for it that like if you just do a very like subtle like expand and zoom at the same time,
Mhm.
and we don't have a whole lot of time. I think it's only like 5 or so seconds that he's running down the hallway yelling "Bakak." Um, but
Look up.
yeah, in that time, I think that we have enough time to do like a minor thing where the tension builds because we're pulling a Zolly shot. So, and yeah, more things because once we get there, there's the shot of them walking down the beach, which will be fun. Because just we'll get to finally get that dialogue and see it all together, and just the sounds of the beach and everything, while they're in that shot. That shot's actually pretty easy because that's just them moving on the background that you've created. Um, maybe
Yeah.
maybe I'll have the cat girl that's waving have her arm waving, but she's not moving all that much. Um, so yeah, stuff like that.
Oh, sorry, my head's like all down. Like all
Yeah,
down.
this is drawing with Jack's headphones, his right
Yeah,
headphone.
drawing with his baldy head.
Um,
It's taken.
I'm kind of thinking I should
Taken
I
out.
should do what you've done, where we do two
I
times
just
a
look like an
week.
egg. I just look like an egg with a thigh master. Sorry.
I got the Thigh Master on. On the top of the egg.
On top of the egg, exactly.
Yeah, no shame in baldness. I mean, it's just the
Oh no, no shame.
choices that you get.
You gotta laugh at yourself. I
Yeah.
mean, I went bald at like 18, so you gotta find the humor, the love, and know that it's just enough. Everyone's got a circumstance. It's just your circumstance. I don't
Yeah.
mind it.
There you go. Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely balding, and I tried the shaving my head thing once, and got so many Dr. Evil and Blofeld comments.
Dr.
And
Evil. I was saying on my
yeah.
stream today that it's some words you can't help but say them like Dr. Evil, like
Dr. Evil.
absolution.
Mini me loves chocolate, Scotty don't.
That's funny. I have never been able to sit through any Austin Powers movies.
Really?
Yeah, I
I
guess
love the first Austin Powers.
they should be, I should think they're funny. I really actually like Mike Myers a lot. Um, as a comedian, like I like his style of humor, and I think that he's funny. And those are like pinnacle of his, of his career. I mean, among the without the Shrek franchise. I mean,
Yeah.
disincluding the Shrek franchise. Um, but
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, no, I have. I don't know. I can't get them. Maybe I haven't been around the right people when they were on. I always catch them at weird times. Like an airport
Yeah.
or the dentist's office.
They're very like. I'm sorry, Aaron. I keep interrupting you. You go.
Oh no. The only thing I had, it was my first PG-13 movie when I turned 13.
Wow. Dang,
Wow.
that's where you spent your
But I'd already
Oh,
PG-13
seen
card.
man.
like RoboCop and Terminator, so like I'd already seen
Oh.
R, but it was like my first, like when I turned
That's nothing,
13,
man. Dude,
I
that's nothing.
Right. I think mine was Waterworld.
nice. I love that movie.
Dude, I don't even remember my first. I don't even remember my first PG-13 movie. My first rated R movie, I saw. I didn't see it like start to finish, but I saw the most horrific part, which was um, the werewolf transformation scene in American Werewolf to London when I was like
Ooh.
2.5 or like 3 years old.
It's a fun scene. I mean, it's terrible you saw that so early because you couldn't comprehend what it is, but really fantastic transformation.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie. I
Landis,
still think it's a
yeah.
great movie.
It holds up. It's really, really funny, and
Yeah.
really, really scary. That actually might be with the whole horror comedy. He might be the reason for it being such a big deal now.
Yeah, I mean, still, fuck him, John Landis. I mean,
Oh, sorry. Give me a T. I didn't know. I only know him as
oh
the
yeah, no,
80s icon.
he is the reason that somebody died during the making of
yeah.
the Twilight Zone movie, and he tried to like cover it up.
And also, he got
Or
away with
not
a
cover it up,
minor
but
fine.
He
He said that
tried
he
to,
had
like,
a deal.
minimize it.
Yeah, he also said that they knew he wasn't aware that they were children. The chopper should have known.
He put them in danger.
Yeah,
he put them
and
in danger.
they were flying at
and
night
he
when
tried
they
to-
shouldn't have. There's people who warned
Yeah.
him. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about John Landis. Yeah, the Twilight Zone movie is
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did somebody
Yeah, he
die
also-
in the Twilight Zone movies?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
two kids who were running from the chopper.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be rescued in that movie. Or ironically
he-
killed during the making of that
He
movie.
wanted this like realistic shot of the chopper crashing or something happening or taking off. I can't remember, but like he put these children in like harm's way, and like the mom was like on record saying that she didn't like it, but he like told her, I'm John Landis.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. We're gonna
And
get this shot, which apparently
and I'm
isn't
like
even
getting
historically
this is
accurate.
like going on a podcast, and I feel like I'm getting it all wrong. I don't remember the exact details. All I remember, there are some main points to remember. These children could have been taken care of better. They were not.
Right.
John Landis knew that they were in danger, and he didn't care.
Yeah.
And
Also,
they were hurt or killed.
They're not even necessary in the shot, because in the shot where they're killed, they're just basically a silhouette and could be anybody. There's no reason for those kids and them to be like, yeah.
Yeah, and John Landis cared more about covering his own ass than the fact that some people had been killed. So, yeah. Fuck him, but he did direct a good movie in American Werewolf.
I mean, and some other fun movies, and that's the thing. You're like, dang, dude, like it's hard, it's such a shame to find out that a lot of people who succeed at things are often awful people.
Yeah, they're like encouraged to be awful by companies or just an industry that wants to use of and dispose of people. Like that's where it really comes from. It's like if people were thought of not as like tools or like a means to an end, but like a whole universe unto themselves that should be treated as such, then like we would have better outcomes. But that's not the first premise. That's not the originating like movement that John Landis is operating from when dealing with extras in his movies. He doesn't respect them as people.
Or anyone, probably. He's not respecting anyone as people. They're all props. That was one of the things that really bothered me in doing films, is feeling like the director was just using you as another prop on set. And just I didn't do that many when I was in LA, but just like having that feeling, I was like, yeah, no, I can see how this is probably the thing that is happening all the time, and I don't really enjoy this.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there are like pragmatic, realistic things to consider about the world when you think about just like, I don't know, like the actual change or effect that you can have, and trying to just like live within that realistically. But at the same time, there's like, I don't know, like realizing that a shot in a movie can go ahead and be like kind of cheesy, and if that like allows everyone to be safe, like an acceptable level of cheese in the movie so that people can be safe, but whatever.
Yeah, and also there's plenty of ways to do things safely, which have been proven historically. I mean, because he's filming in I think Twilight Zone is 83 or 84 when it comes out.
It's 84.
So yeah, he's filming like in the early 80s. But Charlie Chaplin was filming stunts, and Buster Keaton were filming these stunts in the 30s and 40s. Amazing stunts, I will point out, that are mind-boggling, but they figured out how to do them in ways that were safe. Sometimes it's a trick shot. Sometimes it's just making sure you have everything exactly the way it's supposed to be. Sometimes it's the person having the most skill making sure that the log gets out of the way in time. Because Buster Keaton, of course, is just a comedic genius, and also just using physics to his advantage. But I mean, yeah. So that a dumbass doing dumbass things is no excuse at that time in history.
Yeah, no. I mean, people just want to have things be realistic just for like realism's sake, and not like realizing that it doesn't need to be competing with Platoon or Apocalypse Now,
right? And also it was a Twilight Zone movie, so
right, exactly,
it didn't have to compete.
My point exactly. Yeah,
because it's not even a movie in itself; it's part of an anthology, and the Twilight Zone. This premise is based off something super cheesy. I think a guy wakes up in war, and then he learns to not be racist by saving the Chinese,
Yeah,
Vietnamese
something like
immigrants,
that.
something like that. Um, I mean, that's not cheesy. That's not a cheesy premise for people to like not be racist. Um, but
No.
it's not groundbreaking, and it also doesn't need to be, yeah, Apocalypse Now, as a Twilight
Yeah.
Zone episode, right?
I
Uh,
think everyone will get it, and they'll forgive the Twilight Zone for being a little cheesy if it's like not a like fucking straight out of Private Ryan like helicopter crash or whatever.
right, right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and trust your experts. I mean, like, no matter how smart you are as,
Yeah.
as the auteur, or whatever, like, you have to trust your experts, because the helicopter guy is saying, "Hey, this is unsafe." Uh, you
Yeah.
know, so, like, that's the reason you have experts around you, is
Yeah.
to give you the best advice. Because, yeah, as a director, you could be seeing the biggest vision and how everything comes together, but there's no way that you as a person know everything. It's just not possible. And that's why you have good people around you to do and to hold. Somebody
I'll
coming back
be
from
I'll be
Scotland right this
right back.
minute?
I'll be right
Perfect.
back.
Perfect. Well, Aaron Cosville, as we enter the final November season of the year,
Yeah. We
I'm
have
not.
entered November.
Yeah. Are you excited about the winding down of the year?
Um, I'm excited for the things I've just been excited about this entire year, like writing Cox's face and I realized something last night that I had forgotten.
What's this?
Like we're the perspectives and we're doing a dream episode.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where. Yeah, good deal, right? That's kind of like our
Yeah, we're
wheelhouse.
like I was like yesterday I was just like I was so tired. Like I didn't get like I usually like to get a nap before writing and I didn't.
Oh,
So my
okay.
brain was like struggling. Uh,
That
but
yeah.
what? Yeah, but when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh wait, where are the perspectives? And I get to do a dream episode. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely, and that's, I mean, that's where the perspectives, and we're doing the philosophical show that we always do, right? Like that's
yeah,
really like what Cox's Space is too. Like, what if people got really fat? That's the philosophy. What if you were trapped in a dream, right? Like that's what we're doing
Yeah.
an episode for. What if you were you were stuck in a musical? Um,
like
so
what if you were like so obsessed with a family member's death that you do anything to see him again?
right, yeah, yeah, right. There's the heart of episode one. Um, yeah. So I think, yeah, I mean, that's where in so many ways all the Cox and Face episodes are always within our wheelhouse because we're doing the thing we always do, which is answer the deep questions in 24 minutes or less.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was what the I said too many words last night. And so that's what, but it was intended to be that, like the pep talk, like my guy. How many times have
Yeah.
we stepped on stage and had absolutely nothing, and we always came up with something?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, we
Like,
can always usually like go back to like our debate at the beginning of the show and
that,
mind that for
yeah.
after the question.
I mean, there's a possibility. It was definitely an experience we're having, but that was always just coming from, right. What did the audience give us? What are our experiences, reactions to what the audience gave us, and then create something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the
Well,
fun
I
part,
look
right?
forward to tomorrow. Uh,
Creating something. Yeah, fun times. Oh, because yeah, dream sequence, man. Yeah, we had the freedom of a dream sequence. Two dream episodes basically back to back.
uh, because it is my dream to live in a musical.
Right?
So, what are you looking forward to as we close out the year?
Uh, well, yeah, so Cox and Space or the Wigwags YouTube channel has been growing, which has been pretty exciting. We've been having a lot of people join. I'm excited to cross the threshold and start monetizing with all of our podcasts and continue to support that way. That way, we have more time to spend on Cox and Space um, and the projects we're working on. I think for all of us, that would just, I mean, we'll see that like once we are spending, 6 hours at a stretch on these things versus 2 hours, just the amount of stuff that we're gonna get done.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm excited for because I'm like, okay, cool. We've proven, that we if we continue to work steadily, we make progress, and that's evidenced by how much we have stacked up, right? And so as we move forward, I'm excited to see like the ability to like work on it close to full time and then moving towards full time so that we just see like that it can be done. It's very possible to like do this show. We've just been stretching it over a year because we're trying to balance everything else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sounds
yeah.
fun.
And yeah, so like to do this and then go home to our hobbies is kind of like what I'm looking forward to in 2026. Uh, so you'd be like, yep, that's what I did. We worked on Cox and Space all day, and then I sat home and watched TV or played video games or painted or wrote or whatever, do something else
Yeah.
that, because we're working on our creative endeavors and we're employed doing it.
Yeah.
So,
It's been a while since I watched TV. Uh,
yeah, I mean,
that'd be nice again.
Severance is great.
that was what the word is for sure. And they're doing a second season,
A third season.
a third
Yeah.
season. So yeah, that is exciting news. Oh, but yeah, no, like things like I know that there are new video games that have coming out every year, and I missed like a couple of years of playing video games. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, there's like a lot to catch up on sometimes.
Yeah. Like it. First, first step, catch up on all the things that you were watching that you missed,
Right.
and then find something new after that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, like I would like to at some point play another round of Elden Ring, because I've played it a couple of times now, and there's always new things to explore and try out. But it just you have to dedicate a lot of time to doing that. So
You do indeed.
yeah,
It's a commitment, Elden Ring.
yeah. I mean, and it's worth it if you have the time to put into it, because it's pretty immersive, and you can kill a lot of time on it. But yeah, just not having that is the thing for sure.
Yeah.
How about you,
And
Jack?
to finish up Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. I haven't even touched Baldur's Gate, and it's definitely an experience that I would like to have at least one time, one playthrough. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. Jack, what are you looking forward to in concluding the 2025?
Um, my, family is going through some changes. And I just can't wait for that to be all done.
Fair.
Uh, you know, I have been getting back into playing video games more too because I just have more because of my father's passing. I basically inherited all of his video games,
Oh, I
so
got you.
now I just have just tons of PlayStation games, and I need to find a way to you know play them all, and I don't have the time to do it. But now I have even like another gaming thing that lets me play on the go, and I'm just not like on the go the way that I used to be even. Like I used to take the train down to see my mom, but now, she's selling her house, so I don't have a place to go anymore, and I inherited my dad's car, so I don't
I
have to take
got
the
you.
train anymore.
I got you.
So, yeah. So I'm just looking to like have all that stuff be over so I can just have like a new chapter of my life kind of begin.
Right.
Yeah. I also, want to like I have ideas for stories and stuff of my own. Like I really wanted to get working on those this year and I didn't. So
That's awesome. So,
I need to get working on that.
Jack, this is what I'm talking about is that I want to in 2026 get to the place where we can work on this, Cox in space during the day, and then be like, hey, you want to meet up and work on that story that you want to work on, right?
Yeah.
Because the same way we can do that, for fun.
I
And
mean, it would be nice to be paid to do creative stuff. Like, I mean, I kind of already am paid to do that a little bit with the
right,
job that I have now. It's definitely not like my designer job, but it's still like pretty. It's better than other work that I could be doing for sure.
right,
And
right.
Yeah, though, what am I? Oh yeah, it would be great to get paid to draw. Yeah, for sure. It would be great to be paid to think up things again, but that's competitive work, and now it's being threatened by AI. So again, like to see the worth in it, somebody
You
has to
could
have that
say
empathy that we were talking about
you could
before.
say threatened. But they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out real quick. Um,
Yeah,
that you just consistency is the problem with AI. You just never know what you're gonna get. And if you do like something, you can't get it more than one time.
yeah,
So you're gonna need somebody to modify it at the very least. Um, but yeah, they'll find out. They'll find out
yeah.
you can't replace humans creatively. You're not. I mean, a lot of people that we've talked to keep saying like lesser product, but I'm just gonna talk about versatility. The things that AI turns out lacks versatility. If you don't have the
Yeah,
tools to create the thing, you don't have the tools to modify the thing. So what are you gonna do now?
yeah. Because you're
Uh,
gonna find problems with it.
yeah,
Like you're
there's
gonna
gonna be
have
little things that need to
issues.
be fixed or changed, but like, yeah, either you won't see it till too late because you're a dumbass who has no experience, or uh, you will, and you won't have any way or anyone who can.
Right.
So, um,
Um, I'm gonna take off a little
the find
little
out
early.
so soon. Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off a little early this time, guys. But I promise to show up early on Thursday.
All right. Well, we will
I will
meet
be
up
early on
early.
Thursday.
We'll have an extra long episode. Be playing back to back.
Yeah.
They'll be the same length. We'll find out. It'll be a 4 hour block altogether, but shorter today.
Yeah.
But no, that's awesome, Jack. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you so much.
this is
Yeah, no
awesome.
problem. We got through. I mean, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna start the drawing of Dr. Luna next time. But I wanted to make it through some of the details on this one because didn't mean to do that. Um, this panel is looking pretty sick. At least the
Yeah,
characters are all looking pretty nice. I like
right.
the
The
way the
crowd.
characters look.
Yeah, yeah. They're all like,
Yeah,
yeah. It definitely
Once that gets colored, it's gonna look good. For sure.
reminds me of the Spider Jerusalem comic book. Um, so transhumanism, something like that. Um,
Gotcha.
just because of the way that they're all the lines are mashed together in there. Real fun panel.
Yeah, I like it. I like the way it's turning out. So good, good on me. I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, yay!
Are.
And Cactus Space is coming together.
All right.
Cool. Well, guys, if you caught us to this point, thank you so much for listening. You can always catch Jack as he streams on twitch.tv/Kopasu. Find show dates for Aaron Cosbale or book show dates with Aaron Cosbale at theprofessorofcomedy.com. And you can always check out all the stuff that we're doing at coxinspace.com. That's coxinspace.com. And up on YouTube, of course, like, comment, share, and we'll catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.